Ready in Hana, do, set. Konnichiwa, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jomel Sakuro.
My name's Jarron Goddess. Oh, sorry, I don't.
G'day, mate. How?
G'day, mate. My name's Jarron Goddess.
We are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing the latest and greatest game, anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. Welcome to episode 88. And did you figure out what you were?
Wait, you just said it was 89?
Oh, fuck, it's 89. Fuck.
You literally just said that.
I confidently just said episode 88 like a fucking bitch. Oh my god. It's okay, now we both fucked up. We both fucked up our intro. You know, you have one of those moments, you know, you're like, okay, it's this, but you actually said the opposite of this.
Right.
It's one of those.
No, I understand. I get it.
89. Welcome to episode 89. Fuck. Okay.
Yes. Approaching that big 100, baby.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. 100.
It's already been 100 weeks.
Almost 100 weeks.
Well, I mean, a little less because there were some times where we like recorded multiple episodes in one day.
Yeah.
We did that maybe twice because when I moved initially and another time.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly 100 weeks, so maybe we're cheating, but...
Well, I mean, 80... We're at 90 some... Because, you know, because the pilot and all that, technically.
Right. So we got one buffer.
Yeah, exactly. So, depending where you count or not the pilot episode, you know...
I mean, you kind of count it.
You can, technically, because...
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a... You know, horribly audio. In the intro plug was just fucking trash, but that's where the magic happened. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when we figured some things out.
Plus, you know, we can go like at least 10 episodes without talking about violent, like sexual shit.
Can we?
Haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We're a very wholesome podcast, guys. Okay.
Right. So, right. Just ignore our first like 20 episodes and anytime we do a hentai episode.
Yes, exactly. But you know, we're mostly vanilla with a little bit of hand holding. You know.
Right. If that hand holding is me shoving my fist through your fucking hands when you make a circle, you know the thing we do. And the thing we used to do.
Yeah, we do. We gotta make that into a thing again. Except we're not, you know, we're not here physically together.
Yeah, I'll just suck dick. That'll make it easier.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But you know, as we go by and try to do wholesome things, talking to wholesome people whenever we do have people on the show, you gotta figure out where to find us, right, Jarron?
Yeah, if you want to be wholesome and hold our hands. If you want to, if you want to hold our hands, you can find us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search WANNABEABOO. You can also listen to our wonderful, beautiful voices talking about those non-violent sexual things. You can. You can listen to us on YouTube, Twitter. No, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, iHeartRadio, the Stitcher app, Listen Notes. What is it? Podcast. What was it? Podcast Freak. The
Android one.
Podcast Android Addict. One. Podcast Addict. Podcast in your butthole. Whatever podcast app. Place that you've downloaded and it has us. Just go search what I spelled out.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there. You just gotta search us up, you know, with the usual way.
It's specifically the one that's called Podcast in Your Butthole.
Yes,
it's not a real place. I mean, if it is, go ahead and sponsor us. We're right up your alley.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, is that an actual? Are you being legit right now? Is there like a?
No, that was a pun.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Did you get it? You know, podcast in your butthole, right up your alley. You get it? Yeah.
Oh, that's a euphemism for being up.
Yeah. I get, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
We nothing but brilliant comedy here.
No, yeah, you're right. We're fucking comedians, all that
Yeah,
shit.
super funny. Graduated college dude and college dude living in his mom's basement. Yeah,
Actually, I live in my own bedroom. Excuse
I
me.
live in my mom's basement.
Oh, okay.
Jomel, okay. I am neckbeard kun.
And I'm incel, I guess. Nah,
No,
I'm
you're
not.
you're an ethot now.
I am an ethot now. Yes. For those of you who don't know, I have a Patreon now, so please subscribe to my Patreon for $1 or less to get some fresh
If
shower
you want all that
loot.
man musk.
Exactly. It's called the Jomel musk. Fresh out of the shower, get a little bit of that pube hair in your mouth. You can almost
Mm,
taste the curliness of taste the hair kind of curl up in your tongue like that. You ever get
right,
hair
right.
in your
And,
in your mouth? That's me.
yep.
That's always been
Oh
me.
yeah.
This
And if you play your cards right, he'll give you some of that good bone broth.
yes, and not the bone broth you think you're thinking of, but the bone broth. Some of that 5.5 inches of bone broth right there.
Right in your beef stroganoff. Oh man, I'm 7 years old.
That's
What are we
okay.
talking about today, Jomel?
Well, I do want to talk. I do want to talk about episode 2, just because of Orisuke, by the way, because I've been having so much fun with this series. Like, again, I've read the manga already, so I know what's happening. But watching shit unfold and just kind of hitting the fan, it's so entertaining. I'm just laughing my ass off behind the screen.
This show's gonna give me an aneurysm. Like,
Remember, I told you everybody is plotting. Everyone's got bad blood. He was pretty much getting NTR out of his friendships.
I know,
granted,
right?
but-
Like that was so rude.
Like, he may be an incel, but do you think he deserves any of that?
I mean, yes, he kind of does. Like, I don't know what part of him is actually like. So obviously, there's the persona he puts out. Then there's his incel ass, where it's like, oh, these bitches, and their affection.
Right.
Fuck that. They don't even actually like me, and you're showing me affection. How dare you? You're just teasing me. You're just a tease.
Right.
You're just
Well,
a cock teaser.
I mean, in his defense,
you know?
in his defense, he does have the same persona, even to Sun Kun, his best friend.
That's
He still keeps it up,
true.
even with his best friend.
right.
So, like, it's not completely just around the girls. It's sort of his persona at school. That's what the only one that knows who he is in reality is Pansy. So
Right, exactly. But like, so all right, so full spoiler on episode 2 of fucking Orisuke, because there's some. This is a love triangle that I just didn't need to happen. Like, I didn't even realize it was a love triangle until like
I don't know.
like 10 minutes after it
Is
said
this
it.
even a triangle at this point? Just because
Yeah,
of how the way
so
they like
he.
people?
Well, I guess it's a square now.
Cause no, he doesn't necessarily like. Well,
So he
doesn't really
likes the girls. The
Yeah.
girls like his friend. His
Yeah.
friends like the Pansy, and Pansy likes him. It's a square.
it's more like a fish if you kind of draw everything out, like, because so girls like Sun, he likes girls. No, yeah, it's like a big old fucking necklace. I don't know. It's a weird
Wait,
dodecahedron.
what are you even saying? A necklace, a fish? Joma,
drawing-
are you high? What are you
I wish I was
drawing?
high.
Like, I can't.
Well, okay, fine. Here, riddle
What are
me
you even
this.
saying?
Riddle me
All right.
this. Okay, so we start off.
Give it to me, boy.
We start off with Incel Kun, right?
Right,
in the
right. We got
middle,
Incel Kun. Yeah.
Right in the middle, right? We
All
branch
right,
off
I'm
two down.
visualizing.
We branch off 2 down. It's like a little V, or A.
All right.
Two,
Uh-huh.
or two homegirls, Cosmo
Yeah,
and
we-
Himawari, and then
Yeah, all right. We got our
those two-
homegirls.
now those two branch down with like a V towards Sun Kun. So now you have a big old diamond,
Mhm.
right?
All right, so we got a diamond. Right.
Now if you put Sun Kun, if we start off with Sun Kun, Pansy's gonna be Pansy will be above Incel Kun because she likes him. So
right, so it's gonna curve back around.
So if you have Sun Kun in the bottom, you draw a literal like circle, like a half circle around back to Pansy. Then you have like a weird necklace fish looking thing. If you kind of draw everything out.
I don't. Where are you getting this fish? I see the diamond and the fucking under hoop. There's no fish.
Okay, fine. It's a necklace then. It's like a weird necklace. If you turn
It's
it,
not even
to
a
the side.
necklace. The net can't go anywhere.
I'm a visual person, Jarron,
You
and this is about as visual as it gets through auditory
you're
description.
you're on some shit, boy.
I
That's
wish I
what
was.
it sounds
I was
like.
working on cosplay today, so I've been sticking some glue just constantly. You
Right,
know,
maybe yeah, you're high as a fucking kite on glue.
I got the fucking
Um,
glue high right now.
let's just keep our sanities intact and just say it's a fucking square.
Okay, it's a love square. Pretty much as fucked up as like
Yeah.
Alone in the Sea from way back when.
Was that a square? It was
Not
like
even
so.
no, that
Let me
was
see.
fucked up. That was like a big old love line or something. Cause one like the other and just kept going to that fucking train until I got to like one person that didn't like anybody. No, they all liked somebody.
No, he ended up liking someone. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's not pretend. We've been living together for 3 years. Let's not pretend there's no romance." Like, okay. I mean, yeah, I get it, but like, give me a hint. Don't just looking like, yeah, let's not pretend there's not something there, baby. As he
I mean,
fucking slams his hand on the wall and some classic bullshit. Like, come on now, what are you
hey,
saying?
that's your classic Sundre right there.
Exactly. And then she's all like, "No, I still love my childhood friend who's like
12
12, and
and I'm
I'm
like
now
18, but I
18. Yeah,
still
it's great. I
I
love
got
him. I
boobs
want
now,
to
so I can
fucking
RR
right,
him.
exactly, right, exactly.
She's had
She's
she's
in
always had
prime
boobs.
RR position.
Yeah, well, she's always had boobs, but she was in that prime RR moment. But
God,
then,
that was
but
so
then her knee,
fucking weird.
but then his niece started liking because they were the same age now because the time skip, and then that shit made things weird.
And that got fucking weird because she was a child. Like
She
that.
was, and then she grew up. Because he was
Okay.
frozen in time. It doesn't count if you're
Look,
the same.
yes, it
age.
does count. It does count. It does fucking count.
They're the same age now. The time skip allowed him to be forever 13.
No, it's weird because I see she's no. I don't care. I don't care. So it's like those fucking that one fucking shitty that fucking Korean drama you showed me where it was
Which
like
one,
the one with the three guy the three bros or maybe it was four,
bro?
and one of the
Wait, are they
guys
40?
dated essentially the group's little sister, and one of them's actual little sister. Yeah, they were all 40.
Oh yeah. A gentleman's dignity. Yes. Well, no. See,
Yeah, gentlemen's dignity.
no. The whole thing was, um, lawyer Kun. His wife had
Yeah.
passed away.
Right.
The little sister of one of his like his hangout buddies. She liked him. Way back when, but he got married before she can actually profess her love. But once,
By the way, he's changed her diapers before.
yes, because like she's young enough to be where like he was
His
like
daughter.
yeah, well, essentially, like the age difference is like that much. Like he's like 40 some, she's like in her early 20s, like fresh in her 20s. Because this is back when he used to change her diapers, because she was like really little back then. But
Can't.
she gained a love. And after his late wife passed, he was able to finally move on, and she was like, "This is my opening, Oppa, saranghayo." And then
And then they stared at each other for 30 minutes.
with like 15 different cuts in the same fucking scene.
God,
Wow.
a
fucking
dramas
Korean.
are stupid. They're so dumb.
And don't forget the illegitimate child from 15 years ago that you
Oh
forgot
my
about in the
fucking
mountains
god! Let's not
of
even.
Seoul.
It's not even. Anyway,
That's part of the plot too, by the way, from the same
yeah,
drama.
it's they. Why don't they just fucking make Korean dramas anime? Like this, let's just do it.
Korean dramas,
Collab, do it.
Well, that's the thing. Korean dramas are their anime, I guess, in
Right.
the
You're
respective
right.
things. I like how J dramas don't really have the much popularity as like K dramas, and
You're right.
like, well, I don't even think Koreans even do a lot of like animation stuff in general.
Not
Since
terribly,
that's not-
in my understanding.
Yeah, that's not where their market share is like concentrated on. Mostly on the dramas and shit.
Right. I mean, they obviously have cartoons and shit, but like
Not like mass produced like fucking anime. And, like,
they ain't got fucking anime titties, so
Well, that's true, but
Japan's got anime titties,
exactly.
and that's what I like. 'Cause
Speaking
I'm
of-
a fucking piece
Speaking of
shit.
getting fucked, though, our homeboy incel Kun, at the last minute. I remember I told you from,
it was
last
awful.
week.
That was awful.
Like, I remember I told you shit was gonna hit the fan. You were like, "It's only episode 1." I know.
Like that was too fast. That was too much development in one episode. All right, yeah,
I mean,
all right, cool. His friends like, yeah, yeah. Well, if you were to if you were to do a pitch hitter and whatever strike out, and it's like, oh yeah, give it all your all. He's like, by the way, my friend, he actually meant that he's trying to tell me to go for my fucking dream girl. I'm like, what do you? What? I didn't even know that's what he was talking about. No one, I will bet 100%. No fucking viewer knew that that's what Sun was fucking talking about. Like I honestly thought he was like, yeah, baseball. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, baseball, because yeah, like fuck that. Like I would have resented that, man. Like, you don't know what you did, but I hate you.
I mean,
Like,
yeah. Remember, everyone's got bad blood here, Jarron. Everybody
no,
know. Everyone's petty.
no.
Everybody's petty here. Like,
Look, and here's the thing.
right.
I can almost guarantee.
Uh-huh.
Like, I know it's the main character's fault. He's a piece of shit. I get it. Like
Yeah.
he's like I said, he's an incel. He's a fucking goddamn trash whore. But like, that was some shit. That's mean. Like, I get, like, oh yeah, he literally expressed, oh, I don't like you. Like, that's fine. Like, we should be able to express our not liking someone, and people be okay with it. We ain't got to be like, all right, I'm gonna orchestrate your fucking downfall.
Oh, we're
Like,
talking about Pansy.
what? Like, there's no way she didn't plan that. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Maybe she didn't. But like, how does she know? Is like, yeah, maybe if you wait here for 5 more seconds,
I mean,
something more interesting will happen. Like, what?
I mean, wasn't it weird? Wasn't it weird how she kind of texted him? Yeah, you can come to the library back now. Like, it was sort
Exactly. Exactly. She's on some shit. Like, that's bullshit. Like, like, I was thoroughly upset.
I remember. I
Like,
told you my favorite character has been Pansy throughout this entire series.
that was mean. I mean, yeah, he's mean because he won't share her affections, but we should be allowed to not like somebody.
Right.
Jesus, without fucking,
Well,
I'm gonna systematically destroy all your relationships. What do you?
Well, how about Cosmos?
Yeah, he's a
and
piece of
Himawari?
shit.
No, I'm talking about Cosmos and Himawari. They both kind of like said, "Yeah, fuck you," because you kept the one thing that the one thing, I guess, the information that they kind of needed, and they were like,
What do you?
remember when they both were like, so you know that Sun likes someone else. No, fuck you. Then I'm just gonna
What?
him.
Actually, here's the thing. Why the fuck didn't he say, like, I just found out he liked him? He liked her like 2 days ago. What are you saying? What do I get to tell you? What time do I have? I don't get. I don't see.
Well,
hey, by the way, let me just text you and crush your dreams. Like, no, fuck that.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Cause remember at that point too, he may be an asshole, but he held back because he didn't want to like. He even granted the whole fucking premise is him trying to get to with one of them, but he still tries to support them regardless, and without trying to tell them that he actually liked them or he actually likes someone else. You know what I mean? So
right,
I think
like,
it's pretty shitty that they kind of left him in that state too.
It's awful. It's literally awful. Like, they just completely turned against him. Like, immediately, not even a second question. I'm like, again, yes, I get it. He's a piece of shit. But like, they didn't even trust their friendship, like, at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember Sun too? Remember Sun? Remember how like he was kind of talking to Pansy, and he was like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing with her, bro? Like, yo, like, can you like back up?"
Like, for real, like, he just showed up like
out of nowhere, like thirsty as fuck. Like, bro, what are you doing talking to my girl? I mean, hi.
No, I was like, what are you doing? Did you tell her that I like her? Did you really do that? You're supposed to be on my bro. Like,
I think Incel-kun is the victim in all this. Even if he isn't that piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, but like, all right, so there's being a piece of shit, right? There's being a piece of shit. But he's not like outwardly a piece of shit, you know?
No, he doesn't have
except
like,
the Pansy.
He doesn't have malice. Well, then again, that's his true self with Pansy, you know.
That's sort of like his, and that's
like his only time he's ever really him, you know.
That's like saying. Let's see, what's a good example? He's getting karma unleashed upon him for a thought crime.
Well,
Like he didn't actually do anything bad, but he's
No.
getting punished for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
he's got a really fucked up mindset, but like, it's not like he's outwardly, proposing these ideas to people. You
right,
know.
if he was like out here like being real shitty to these girls, I'm like, yeah, fuck him, he deserves it. He's just like, he's just thinking about it. Like, I mean, I guess you could argue he's actively having this, fake persona. I guess you could say that. I guess, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what? Let's give it the full benefit of his bullshit. He's doing this on purpose. He's a piece of shit. He's just as bad as everyone else. But
Okay.
like but everyone else didn't just lose literally every single friend that they fucking built up in high school. Like, come on now.
In like one day, no, one weekend.
Not even high school, through his fucking life. They're childhood friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of them is childhood friends. Yeah.
I thought both of them were.
Oh yeah. Well,
Both
I mean,
Sun and Himawari.
yeah. I forgot because it's about to be two because the son showed up at the library too. Also.
Right, exactly. Like he's about to get fucking. He's like fucking Undertale. You get dunked on, kid. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch stalker, who are you? What are you doing? Oh, I didn't want to share a cookie with you. I literally told you I don't like you. You were holding me hostage here. Like, what? what? What are you supposed to do?
Death by cookie. That's what. That's what happened.
No, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're putting aside the whole fact that he's pretending to be this person that he's not,
Mm-hmm.
which again is shitty. Don't get me wrong, it is shitty.
Yeah.
Quite literally didn't do anything. He
Yeah.
quite literally didn't do anything. He told a girl he didn't like her, and he tried to support his friends to get the love that they wanted, and that's all he did.
Yeah.
And he got punished for it.
For having
Like,
he
what?
got punished for having ulterior motives, I guess.
Okay,
As well as having a disagreement on something.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So
But
are you feeling conflicted, or do you just kind of want to watch this fire kind of burn a bit?
I'm a little conflicted right now because I feel really bad, but like he, on a certain level, he deserves it.
But do you
Like
want
he
him
didn't
to
really do anything.
Okay, so in a situation like this, then would you want to see it kind of go through with it, or you kind of want to like okay, this is enough. He suffered enough. Let's roll back and
I mean,
talk
yeah.
about
So
it.
all right, all right. So I think it's
Rather than, like,
definitely
him.
enough.
Right.
What?
Oh no.
I definitely think
yeah.
it's what.
No, go ahead. You that you were pretty much go into the discussion I was going.
Going into what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely enough for someone to be like, all right, I have this whole shitty persona. Oh, it backfired on me, and I almost lost my friends. All right, sure, we're done. We got it. He's learned. I feel like most people will learn after that. Like he got hit with a very real realization. He's sad about it. Because like here's the thing. Like, yeah, he was being all buttholey about it when the Himawari was slapping him on the back. I'm like, I get it, sure, yeah. But like when it didn't happen, he just looks back and he's like, he just doesn't say anything. I'm like, bro, like,
It hurts.
I mean, I guess right, it hurts. Like, I guess it's the case of you only find value in what you had when it's gone.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And then when he went to the student council room, Cosmos wasn't there, waiting for him as usual. The routine is gone. Like it's pretty much like straight up abandonment.
Right, and like I don't know.
And
Maybe
then
it's because
the only one you have left is Sun. But then the moment he starts kind of casually talking to the girl that he happens to like, he's all up in your face and shit, and is about to like fucking break your neck in 2 seconds.
Exactly. Like, can we find some modicum of chill, please? Like, I don't. Like there is no chill here. No one has any chill. Like that's all we need is literally a level of chill. Like, can we please?
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't get any more chill than this. Like, I was really happy when I found out how far episode 2 went, because that's like the height of this fucking love triangle right now. Because again, everything starts getting unpacked, and people are shitty. But again, people are shitty, but people have other motives as well. Some
I
you
mean,
may not see. Some are straightforward. But
I don't even care at this point. Like,
oh,
what
really?
else can be done? He's already lost his friends.
All right, fine. How about this? Is there any way this can be saved? How about that? Let me ask you this,
Yes,
Jarron.
there's a way. So, all right.
At this
So,
very moment, at the moment when all of them are gathered in the
I
same
think so.
spot.
I think so. So, here's
Okay.
the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Right.
Pansy. I mean, I don't know if she orchestrated all this. She might have. It seems like she did. There's no way she just knows that all this was about to happen. She
And
like
she's a
predicted it.
stalker, so she's
I
pretty
mean,
well
yeah,
informed.
she right. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But like, she orchestrated it. Like, it's not like, oh man, I see the dominoes falling. No, there's like, you know what I mean. Like, you had to have seen it coming. Like, you had to push it in a certain direction somehow. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like she's going like, all right, I'm gonna show, I'm gonna show you, Mr. Main Character Kun, that I'm the bee's knees. Fuck your friends. I'm gonna save your friendships and show you that I'm the best person around. I'm the big dick on campus, and she's just gonna save his relationships somehow. But that's me being hopeful.
And with the way the anime has been going and the story, do you expect
I
it
mean,
to go the way that's supposed to? In the way
no,
you.
it's not. I'm gonna fucking want to kill myself. Like, see, here's the reason why I feel like, because most people are like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He deserves it. As I said before, like, I
Right.
get that. I get that mindset. I get
And
it. He does deserve it.
the only reason why we think that way is because we also know his thoughts. That's the only difference.
Exactly. Exactly. We know that he's being a piece of shit about it. And right. But like, I mean, I guess because like I like be in that situation, like imagine that just happening to a regular main character. Like, no bad ulterior motives, that just happened for no reason.
So classic NTR scenario.
He got friendship in NTR. It
Has that
like
happened?
if you look at it from uh
I'm sorry.
yes.
I interrupted you. What were you going at?
Well, I was gonna say, like, he just gets friendship NTR'd out of nowhere. Like,
Right.
I just keep thinking of this scenario as like, what if he just wasn't a piece of shit? What if that was just his persona? Literally nothing would have changed. Nothing would have been different. I think maybe
Like it
again,
was.
if Pansy didn't orchestrate it and it just
Right.
naturally happened, then that was just bullshit. Like, there was nothing he could have done. There was literally nothing.
So if that was that scenario, is there even a saving any hope of saving that situation?
Again, something extreme's gonna happen. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be sad and I'm gonna start watching this anime.
If I can maybe alleviate. Well,
No,
no,
no, no, no, no. Don't alleviate. I need to know. I have to I'll find out
it gets worse from there.
on oh god.
It does get worse from there.
Oh god, I wanna die.
Like we may, because if I'm suspecting the way they're doing the next episode, that'll be the lowest point he's been in. Yeah, that'll be his lowest point in the next episode of the way they're structuring everything. So, again, this is sort of a sick, fulfilled way of, like, I guess, seeing an incel get his, karma, I guess. But this is, in terms of characterization, he's gonna be in his lowest in this next episode, in terms of status, position, social status, as well as his view on the rest of the school. I'll say that much.
God. Like, I can't even blame him. Well, I can blame him because he's been a piece of shit.
Well, again, we only know this because we know what he's thinking.
Right, exactly. But
Is
that's
it really enough? Just because we know what he's thinking doesn't necessarily make us his judgment, because we know exactly what his intents are.
right. We
And in
know
outward
he's a
perspective, he's not really. In our perspective, it's not really too noticeable unless you're actively trying to plot against him. You know.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But there's some shit going against him, and I don't know why.
You know who? You think is
I don't know why.
no, but would you want to suspect there's someone else that's also possibly going against him as well, actively?
I mean,
Because again, it's like you said, none of this has happened by chance. A majority, this is definitely going to be something orchestrated.
look, there's other characters that haven't been introduced, so
Uh-huh.
maybe.
Well, no, this is the first arc. The first arc is just them them five.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's mostly around them
So,
five for now, during this first arc. So it does get worse from here. It doesn't
No.
stay. It doesn't stay that way. I'll say that much. It does not stay that way, but it does get worse. It's gonna get worse in episode 3.
No.
Like for him, like for the main character. Again, he's gonna be.
Mm.
It's like you said, the
Fuck,
karma.
fuck Subaru. Fuck Kirito. Fuck
Oh,
Guts from Berserk. I don't fucking care.
You're not about to pull the fucking ranking chart, are you?
Oh, I'm about to pull out the fucking ranking chart right now. Look, every character NTR'd in hentai goes right at the top. I don't give a fuck about you, but Guts. Oh no, my girlfriend got raped by a demon in front of me. Fuck yourself. She still loved you. Like, it's when they completely turn against you. That's the low point.
Right, the whole mind breaking aspect of it, I guess.
Exactly.
You know?
So I mean, this wasn't even that. They just turned against you. Like
I never thought I'd see NTR be used in a friendship scenario. Like, that's pretty fucked.
exactly.
You know? Like, that's really fucked. Like, I don't know who. I don't know why. And even me knowing knowing past this, it's pretty fucked how anyone could even try to orchestrate this to a T. And it's just
but why? That's the question.
Hidden agendas, Jarron.
What did this boy do?
Enough, I guess, or not.
He
enough.
didn't do anything. If we look at exactly what's going on, you know, if we're looking at like everything, if we're looking at his track record, no one, period, knows his true self outside of Pansy. And if we were saying that she was the one that didn't orchestrate this, and it was somehow Sun, Cosmo, or Himawari, like what did this man do?
Like, what's the motive at this point? If it wasn't Pansy,
like I can see if it's like, oh, you know, you're supporting this other girl and you're supposed to be my childhood friend. Fuck you. I'm a fucking.
Well, the thing is, with that one, they already established that they already knew that he was supporting the other girl, so it's more like
right. But like maybe they were upset about that.
Oh, fact. Like it kind of like,
you know,
more of like a chip on their shoulder that didn't go away.
Right, like they like it happened and it was like, you know,
right. It's like just lingering malice or something.
Lingering malice. Like I kind of like, all right, sure, Himawari would be pissed about that, maybe like.
Oh yeah, especially Himawari, just because of her, childhood friend status and all that. You know, knowing them for so long, especially since the 3 of them were childhood friends in a sense. You know, Cosmo being the one that just entered the group in a sense.
Exactly. Like, I don't like we're talking about people are bad at acting, but no, that's not true. Like these people are fucking on another level. I don't like it.
I mean, again, I'll say this much for your sake, Jerome, but someone is putting on a really good face in this entire scenario, and is making shit worse for our homeboy. Like they're actively putting on a really good face to fucking ruin this man's life. And
but why? For what reason?
Well, you gotta find out who the fuck organized
like,
all this.
Is it Pansy? Is she trying to break him down so that like he like shows his true self like normally? Like I could see that. That'd be interesting.
Or like a scenario where like in hentai where it's like you eliminate everyone you know and then it's just that. Well, look at Yandere situation.
You're right. Is she like being a yandere right now by just chasing everyone off that he's ever fucking cared about? Or
and, like,
I guess
she's the only option left in that scenario.
Right. Like, okay, yeah, I could see that. Sure, that'd be an interesting. That would be interesting development, but like, I don't think she's doing that. Some part of me believes that she's cool. Like she's kind of shitty. Well, like,
yeah, she's pretty petty. For the most
she's petty, but she's not like evil.
Yeah, she just
like
trolls.
This is some evil shit.
Yeah,
and she ordered the fucking bench. Like that's some troll ass shit.
Like only like a friend that you would, that you absolutely like adore, hang out with, would do that kind of shit to you on a personal level.
Right.
By the way, side note, I like how Sun-kun did the exact same kind of confession.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that.
Like the fucking bench is pretty much just cursed at this point. Like, why is there a fucking bench?
The fucking bench. Like I wasn't ready. I honestly was not ready for it. Like I didn't. God, I hope it continues to make a reoccurrence. Every fucking character, I'm ready. They get a bench scene.
I know, but again, going back to this whole thing, it's ah, this is probably this is probably like the most kind of quote unquote fun you'll get from this series until like the next arc.
Like I don't want that though. I hate
But he's a
it.
piece of shit, Jarron. He's an incel. He's being
He's an incel, but he's not like treating people badly.
yeah. If
He's been
anything,
nothing but cordial to everybody,
his persona is pretty
except for
much the nice
Pansy.
guy. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But she doesn't mind. She wants him to be more to himself.
No, she still does mind because he was like,
Oh no, yeah,
because
she
like,
does mind. No, no, I thought you were talking about. No, I meant. Well, I mean like she doesn't mind his normal self because that's what she wants from him. She wants
right,
him to be
but
more
like,
honest in terms of his personality.
but like, but why? Like, I
Well,
don't
there's a reason
see.
why she likes him. We
I
don't know
mean,
that reason
yeah,
yet.
that's the big one. Like, why the fuck do you like?
Even though you
What
know
about him
what is,
being a fucking petty piece of shit do you like?
because right now she's in our situation. Like she knows as much as we do in his situation, but she still likes him. We haven't found that. We as the viewers haven't found out why she likes him. Well, at least you
It's
don't.
gonna be
But
some. It's gonna be some bullshit. It was like, uh,
at the baseball game,
oh my fucking god! At the baseball game, while Son was crying, I saw you, fucking, I don't know, doing something. You probably weren't. He probably wasn't even fucking there. Like, yeah, I saw you weren't there for your friend, and it was hot. Like,
I like how you're such a piece of shit. Roast me, daddy.
she's just a fucking masochist. Like, oh my god, some next level fucking shit. I can't deal with that. I
Hey,
can't fucking deal with that.
I mean,
Like,
we could say
this
that
is.
we could definitely say that she's emerged in this scenario.
Don't even fucking dude, I loved all the memes of that when they were coming out.
Like it was like I like the ones that are like, oh, new anime, and then the veteran weeps like it was like a
Right,
trauma
exactly.
from Vietnam and shit. Like straight up trauma. Again, I didn't realize that was her fucking comparison until people started posting on me like, oh, she does kind of look like her, like just a little bit.
I know.
But
Like,
the NTR is turned on the other shoe. I guess you
I
could say.
know, right?
Someone's
Like, I'm
plotting.
scared. Someone's plotting too much. We need to chill out.
I like again the reason why I do like this series because I like me some good drama. Now
I don't.
at a certain point it gets too much, like
good.
School Days. Like when Sekai pull out the fucking knife.
You don't you say that. Don't you say that.
Hey,
You don't compare it to School Days.
I don't.
No one compares anything to School Days.
Hey,
You tell me
School
right
Days-
now it's better than School Days.
School Days had some good fucking drama. That again, when the scene showed Sekai with the fucking knife, I'm like, oh, I had to pause the fucking video and be like,
Look,
he's a piece of shit, but there's do you really should he die? You know.
yes, don't ha, you almost got me, Jomel. You almost got me. Ooh boy, you motherfucker, you almost got me. You almost got me monologuing again.
Okay.
Anyway, putting School Days aside for the most part, we're trying to have a civilized discussion about what's going on here.
And it's still not good, regardless.
All right.
All right, fine. We will have a civilized discussion.
We're trying to keep ourselves in a nice, wholesome area.
Because we are about to witness someone get NTR'd out of all of his friendships.
Exactly.
I still don't know how that's possible. It's amazing. Like,
before we get to there, Joma, you tell me right now it's not as bad as School Days. You tell me that right now.
It's not as bad as School Days. It really isn't.
Okay.
But
oh boy.
I'm saying I like the drama that comes out of anime, especially like this one. Like, again, just by the premise of it, when the first time I read the premise, some time back, I'm like, oh, dude gets confessed to, but turns out they both like his childhood friend. I'm like, ooh, this is some like next level shit that I may be uncomfortable to read. Let's fucking read it. And lo and behold, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Just shitty, petty people doing their things to our main character because reasons.
like there.
I don't know if you'll
There's
accept that, Jarron, but there are again,
I
there are
can't.
reasons.
It's hard.
Like even up until this point, episode 2, mind you, there's reasons for everything that's happened up until this point. Like we know already, or speculated. Well, it's pretty obvious. It's been This is definitely something orchestrated. We just need to know the reason why, right? There's a reason to everything, but it's still pretty shitty that.
But I don't think there's a good. But see, here's the thing. There's reasons,
right.
and like, yeah, okay, I can see why. And then there's like bullshit. I have a feeling it's just bullshit.
Like it's
It's
just
like we have
straight up malice towards him.
like because there's been like I've been trying to think back what points and times like would there be any like foreshadowing things that he specifically did to a character within the first 2 episodes, or at least just before what happened
even
in the second episode, like even with the flashbacks that we had, what would have prompted this negative response towards him if he's never shown anyone but Pansy somehow his negative side
and us
but we don't matter because we don't have any influence on the story. What I'm saying is right but if this is her plot to like drive him to a low point where he just becomes his like real self all the time, so that she can always see that and like, okay, yeah, I get that makes sense. That's a
if anything that's kind of good, like character motivation, kind of like it's kind of like don't try so hard to put on a face that you yourself.
If you're a piece of shit, yes, you need to put on a face.
Well, he's sort of just like he's a loud. Well, no, he's just very.
He's mean. Well, I guess he's not. He's mean, but he's not. He's like, still.
How do you? He's not. He's only an asshole because he'll actually point out he'll actually point out some of the shit that he commentates on. I guess
I guess. Like, well, like some of it's he's still pretty shitty. Like there's some thoughts people have that they need to keep to themselves.
If anything, he's just rude. If anything, he's just a rude
he's
guy.
Rude. He's not a great person.
Yeah, he's still
and that's okay.
Yeah,
there's
sharp.
You can be not a right. There's no.
He's not delinquent by any means. He's just kind of rude. No. That's it.
Well, so here's the thing. Like having a sharp tongue, being blunt is one thing. Like
but he's not actively
when he's like,
trying.
oh, when you're calling your female friend a bitch because she's like showing you affection, even if she doesn't like you, like that's kind of
Again, should we punish him for that kind of thought? Again, that was only a thought.
Not to this severity, but like I guess you have to be like, yeah, she's your friend showing you affection. Chill the hell out. Like maybe that's the. Like I don't mind her getting mad at him for whatever reason, but losing her as a friend because of like, I guess he's taking her for granted, so I get it.
But again, that's years of friendship down because he just didn't release the detail that he likes someone else.
Yeah,
that's
but like
even a status like that, it just seems like she was like, well, kind of like using him, in a sense. And the moment that when she found him useless, it's like, you know what? I'll rather support Sun because he's the one I like, but obviously he likes someone else, so I'll support him regardless. You're a piece of shit because he didn't tell me he likes someone else, so I'm gonna leave you. Goodbye. That whole scenario was kind of fucked. Even
yeah, it is. No, you're right. It's completely fucked. But like,
does he deserve it? You're trying to say he deserves it?
On a certain level, he deserves it. On a certain level.
Like temporary, then like
he deserves his
he deserves like the initial anger, right?
He deserves the anger. He deserves the relationship to be shooken, not ripped apart.
Like now, like no longer walking to school, completely ignoring him at school and all that shit, trying to alienate him,
right?
Like they did in the good old fashioned bullying days of Japanese high schools.
But see, I'm trying to like equate it. So like, because now I question: was there any point in time where this guy like genuinely like liked her as a person? Instead of he's like, this bitch is showing me affection even though she doesn't like me. Like, is he always like that? Like, is that just his feelings towards her? Then yeah, I guess he deserves to have that relationship removed because he's being a piece of shit. And he'd have the similar thing as towards
Cosmos.
Cosmos, where it's like, oh, that she's using her mature act and she's holding my hand, even though, that whole bullshit. I'm like, yeah, you're being a literal trash hole. You kind of deserve to lose these friendships. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I want to believe, like, even if he's a piece of shit, like if he had three layers to him, like his surface level, he's being the stereotypical main character. His like relaxed level is him being a shitty person, but like he's actually a good person deep down.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he's a good person deep down. If he's just a piece of shit at his core, then yeah, he deserves it. But if he's not, then he needed to be shook,
Mm.
but not this
So
shook.
if I wanna shake up this thought, um, he's not a complete piece of shit, Jarron.
I mean, I feel it like
No,
because
no, he's
there's
not. Like, no, he's not. I'm legitimately talking from the manga. Like, he's not.
what
He's actually a good, he's actually a good guy.
right like I
Granted,
no I suspected it.
yeah. No,
Like,
he definitely is. He's not. He's definitely a good guy. He does. You know. He's
like
got
he's
his
just
own.
he has shitty tendencies. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that.
exactly. He's just suffering
And like,
because of the tendencies, I guess
right,
you'd say.
right. And like I could feel well, you can kind of feel where he's a good person because like I think when he called when people would say son's your best friend when he oh my god when like he oh god I got distracted um 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 when people called son his best friend, it genuinely looked like he was like, yeah, yeah, he is my best friend, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was real. Like, it almost feels like it was real.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can remember,
So I kind of
even when Sun confessed to the fact that he liked someone else, like he liked Pansy, and in that
right,
moment, he was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. I I'll I'm not gonna support you, but you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You know,
right. That's true.
cause like
That's true.
again, he
Even though
had
Son hit him with some bullshit, but
because he has in this scenario he has complete control of the situation because of the information he knows, but he chose not
right.
to mess everything up by not you
Oh yeah,
know
that's true.
by not
That's true.
introducing the outlier variable, which was Sun liking someone else, for
Right.
the sake that he didn't want to crush both their spirits in this regard.
That is true. That
And
is true.
you know, he's he's a thinker. He put a lot of this in thought, and tried not to
Because
shift
if
much of the entire formula. Otherwise, it would have been fucked. You
well,
know.
no, because here's the thing. I think he's also just kind of stupid. Because here's the logical thing. He's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he likes what's her face. This is an easy out. Like I can end this situation immediately if I tell both girls that he likes someone else. Then they're both gonna be up to fucking date later on. He could follow through with his plan.
No, but
But I
remember,
don't
but the thing is though, he respected Sun as well. He kind of like, remember, he kind of
exactly.
wanted,
That's why he's a good person.
because he still wanted to support Sun at the same time. So he's trying to support three people that like each other and one other person.
Right. Exactly. That's why he's a good person. But like,
Yeah, I mean, and also in the defense of Pansy, it was also kind of shitty how he was kind of like, so what do you think of Sun Kun? He tried to actually help out Sun, in a sense. No, but knowing that Pansy likes him, it was sort of like, again, it was sort of kind of rude to her, knowing her feelings, and kind of like trying to try to like initiate some sort of interest towards Sun, you know.
right.
Because that's probably the only thing. But again, objectively speaking, he was also trying to help out Sun at the same time. Because at that point, he knew that if Sun can date Pansy, that sort of eliminates his problem with Pansy, and at the same time, it's an easy letdown for the other two, in a sense.
Right. I mean,
So again, he thought this through, not because of his. If at a certain point he stops thinking about himself and starts kind of like helping everyone else out and make sure everyone else is trying to do their best and shit.
Right, because he didn't
in this
really
last episode,
mention about getting with them after a while. I mean, he
exactly no,
did when he was talking with Pansy, but like,
yeah,
I think that was just him reaffirming himself
yeah,
just to say
exactly,
it.
yeah. Like that was like the kind of main plan. But again, most of the time he was thinking about someone else. So he's not a bad guy. He just has a terrible way of thinking things through.
Which I guess
And
is why it's been making me feel bad, because I've felt that on like a whole level, and it's like, God, he doesn't really deserve this because he's been trying to do the right thing.
and it's all about to explode in his fucking face, and it's gonna get worse.
I want to die.
Like
I
Jarron,
hate this anime.
like Jarron. I don't want to spoil anything more for you, but remember how so like the NTR room's reversing in a sense, or like it's bullying, and again remember it gets worse. So there's gonna be some escalation with our homeboy's social status in school as well.
Well, I know, because like everyone's gonna be like, he's he was trying to steal the ace boy, the ace baseball player's girlfriend, whatever, that kind of shit, and he's gonna get all shit on, and like I get it, and I'm gonna feel awful, and I'm gonna stop watching the anime, and that's gonna be the end of it.
I hope they end the third episode with the one pick me up. I guess. Again, that's the lowest point. It's not gonna get.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
After episode 3.
I don't know that it might get worse in the next season.
Oh, you mean the next few episodes?
Next season.
What do you mean?
Or does it get worse in the next few episodes? Fuck that.
No, it gets worse in the next episode. It doesn't get worse after that. I'll say that. That's the next episode's gonna be his lowest point. It's not gonna go back as low as that.
You're bullshitting me.
No, I've read the I've read the manga. So you can affirm my my knowledge with the fact that you have to just get through this shitty patch, because that was like 3 or 4 chapters in the manga, and I was like, man. Like, again, I was sort of like, oh, it's going to blow up in his face. Blow up in his face. I'm seeing the aftermath. I'm like, man, I don't think he deserves this. Like, I kind of feel bad for him now. And I just keep reading it. And like, oh, you know what? Let's keep reading. Because, more things get interesting. Not in a bad way, but more in a story escalation way. We get to learn more about the characters. We will find out what Pansy's motivation is. In terms of why she likes him.
She just wants the fucking dick like that. She like that. What's her motivation other than wanting it fucking bad? That she sees is she's pretty shitty herself, and she just sees herself in him, like, and that's why she's attracted to him. It's for some, And
remember what I told you in the beginning. Everyone is plotting in this series, and our homeboy isn't the only one with the second personality, I guess you'd say. Again. There are characters in this series, at least in this arc, that's like putting on the faces as much as our homeboy. We just don't know it because we're not
wearing a mask.
Yes, exactly. The whole cliche. Everyone's wearing a mask, and we're about to find out we're about to find out which one of them is the real asshole. I'm
pretty sure everyone's trash.
Well,
this is like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, except I hate everybody.
It just gets worse. Oh yeah, I guess.
Like everybody in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, everyone there is a literal fucking worst person in the world. Like,
I mean, they live.
You love it because they always fail, but like
I don't. Of course, everyone's a piece of shit there.
Right.
Not trying to have a go at anyone from Philadelphia.
No, fuck you, Philadelphia. Suck my bone broth. I don't have any reason to say fuck you, Philadelphia. I hope you guys are doing okay. While sucking the bone broth. Can't lift the facade there, Jomel. You gotta keep them in their place.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we have you. You're the bad cop in this case. I'm the good cop.
Right.
On this podcast, it always comes in twos. We can come in pairs. I do the soft hit. You come in with the hard bone broth, and that's how we get shit done.
Right. Pop, lock, and drop a titty in your mouth.
I'm the lube. You're the cock. That's how things go. I soften things up a little bit, ease it in, and you just go in, ram, right into it.
Right.
Right into the fucking thing. So.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Exactly. What are you sending me? By the way, this is not your guys'. Oh, what the fuck, Jarron? This is why I don't watch Icon. This is why it stopped the moment the opening came on. I was like, I can't watch this flutter in the wind. This is not healthy. Like,
Viewers, I just sent him some. Maybe you can imagine. I just sent him some anime titties. I browsing through my Facebook. I see a lot of things,
like
and
big old anime titties. Like, oh my god, this is like, even for Icon status, this is humble, but still, it's
no, that's about right. Actually,
you think so? I remember them a lot bigger in Icon, but they
no, they're about there because there's a
they?
character
Okay. I was pretty traumatized.
that's really short. They basically just look like there's ball sacks hanging off of her, and it's
Oh
funny.
my god, I'm pretty much I'm traumatized by the anime now, Jarron. I've yet to finish the first episode.
You should
like
finish it. It's really good.
I was but a young lad, and you were exposing me to such impurities. The moment I was able to get through that opening scene, and
such heresy.
Exactly, I am a Christian, and I cannot stand for this, Jarron. My God is not allowing me to view such material, Jarron.
Right.
How dare you? How dare you impose on my religious freedoms, on my religious rights to appreciate breasts? Can I talk about Azure Lane? Because
so
have you watched?
I don't know. Yeah,
Lane?
I watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second one yet.
Okay.
So
can I just say this?
Go for it.
Kamen Rider with boats. That's what I got from it, and it's fucking awesome.
I mean, it's Conco.
No, not exactly.
Yes. I mean, it's not exactly.
The whole ship girl thing is very Kantai Collection. For those of you who don't know the lingo, and so I guess to further explain in context what Kantai Collection is. Kantai Collection by itself is the whole concept of like personifying World War II era ships, from like battleships, aircraft carriers, all that military bullshit, to cute anime girls. Pretty much that's it.
Right.
And with Kantai Collection, it was based off of a browser game, which the whole concept behind that game is that you, the admiral, obtain a fleet of ship girls that you upgrade and craft so that you can fight against this alien force, which AKA is the Americans, I guess you'd say, quote unquote, just because like it's sort of like the Japanese side of like World War II in a sense of the Pacific naval warfare in that era. I get the Japanese side, so it's like ship girls and shit like that. Yeah. Now, Azure Lane, very same concept, except it's on the American side, or it's on the ally side of World War II, the Pacific Front, which is weird because I was wondering how. Again, I've never played Azure Lane because for those who don't know, I have never played it myself. Azure Lane is based off of the anime is based off of the mobile game Azure Lane, which is the same concept, except you join a side. It's either like the Azure Lane, or the what they call it.
I don't remember what the Red Axis.
And then because each faction
did you know that
what?
The Red Axis? Did you know that's fucking Japan and Germany? They make that clear enough?
Well, the Sakura Empire and the Iron was it the Blood Cross? No,
the Iron I think it was the Iron Cross, something like that. Something.
The Iron Cross, and then there was was it the Royal?
The Eagle something in the Royal Navy.
Yeah, it was Royal Navy and Eagle Nation. Which
Eagle Nation, like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's American fucking Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't be more fucking obvious.
Because the whole thing with, like, I liked how Azure Lane kind of bullshitted away as to why ship girls existed. I mean, they made an effort, I'll give them that.
They sure fucking did.
Like, aliens came out of nowhere and started fucking shit up. Until one day, the human society created Azure Lane, a ship girl programming defense system that eliminated most of Sirens and had now attained their technology to fight back. And then 4 nations underneath this one rule have developed over time. The Eagle Nation, Royal Navy, Blood Iron, and the Sakura Empire. But as we all know, war never changes in any era.
God, they said that 4,000 fucking times, and
They
I was
said
like, all right, guys, we get it, we
not
fucking
only
get
that,
it.
4 different characters had said that fucking line in that
I
first episode.
know.
I'm like, I mean, the first thing that kind of came in my head, Jarron, was like fucking Solid Snake. War never changes.
What do you mean? I was fucking thinking of Fallout 4. I'm like, yeah,
Oh
okay.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I
But
get
yeah.
it.
Well, and then the whole anime premise is, I guess, no, I think this is also the anime. I don't. Again, I've never played the game. The anime premise is that Eagle Nations and Royal Navy got together like the base, and turns out Sakura Empire and the Iron Cross are allied up, and they're like, hey, we're using siren tech to defeat sirens. Y'all want to join in? Other side's like, no, we shouldn't be using their tech to defeat them, and they're like, fuck you, we'll fuck your shit up, and then we'll take over the sirens. So it's just another World War II.
Yeah, basically.
Except on this time,
Well,
in comparison to Kantai Collection or Kankule, it's on the Ally side, because we're kind of focused on Azur Lane, the Azur Lane perspective rather than the Red Axis perspective, because the Red Axis in this case is the bad people, quote unquote.
Right. But like specifically the what was it, the Sakura Nation or something?
Empire.
The Sakura Empire knew what's up. They had fucking big titty fox girls, incest sisters. I'm like, yeah, they know what's up. they know how to fucking start a party.
Right. Yeah. Though I like the implementation of the ship girls in this case, because it makes some sense. Kantai Collection made no sense, because was it in Kantai Collection they were actual ships, like they themselves were the ships, and I'm like, okay, kawaii ship girl, sure. In this case, they're like, there's actual in Azur Lane, there's the actual ships that get armorified onto them, like fucking Kamen Rider.
Right. It turns into
like weapons, armor, and all that shit. Like, it's cool.
Right. Which is pretty cool. Yeah.
I like the way they implemented that, instead of like, yeah, I was built into this fucking base. Like, that's how, like, that's sort of, even in the game, that's sort of how they're in Canonical. It's sort of how they're treated. Like, they're real ships. Like, they get healed by, what was it? They eat food and all that shit, but they refer to everything as, like, gas consumption and fuel capacity, all that good shit. Like, actual, like their ships and shit. Like, the hull, like, my hull has got bigger, bigger breasts. That kind of bullshit. No. And Azur Lane, it's like
no, we're just girls, but, ships.
Yeah.
We go by the name of the ship that we're,
Yeah.
But it's more like a code name than actual, like, my
pretty
actual
much,
name.
yeah. And, fun fact for you people out there, also for you too, John, if you didn't know this, the reason why in this case in the anime, the Enterprise is like sort of like the big shot name, or the big ally that the Red Axis is kind of like trying to stay away from, is because the actual aircraft here, the USS Enterprise, was the main form of defense the Allies had in World War II, which kept Japan from taking any more Pacific islands during the Pacific Front. So in the case of the history, the USS Enterprise, as the pretty much OP Onesan in this case, checks out in terms of historical accuracy, since the Enterprise was like one of the most infamous aircraft carriers that kept Japan at bay during World War II during their Pacific fronts. So that's why they're kind of regarded her as like some sort of legend, or like, because the USS Enterprise is a legendary ship, so it has its credit historically.
They did explain that in the anime.
Well, the actual historical aspect of it, like,
yeah, they explored that part.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they did. I remember because they specifically said that she was like the main line of defense during the war, which was obviously World War II.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Point is,
maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So it's
I got that.
Because we got so I guess in this case, Azur Lane is pretty much like another World War II, except with ship girls. I'm
good animation, actually.
Yeah, like if in comparing this to the actual Kankule anime, they barely use any kind of CGI, because the majority of all the they don't.
They do use a lot.
The only CGI I saw was the planes and the planes and the unicorn girl. Well, HMS Unicorn.
Well,
That was it.
they whatever that technique is where it blends 3D and 2D,
Uh huh.
it's that, and you can kind of tell as they move around a lot.
It's well blended though. Oh no, what they did use for 3D. No,
It's very well blended. Yes.
what they did. No, what they did use with CGI was their weapons, like all the shit behind them and all that. The
Oh yeah,
majority of
yeah,
that is
that's true.
CG. I think the girls themselves are drawn, but in comparison to like Kankule the anime,
Hmm.
this is way better in terms of quality. Not trying to say I'm not trying to knock Kankule. I love Kankule, but majority of the naval battles in Kankule were all like CG'd ship girls, which again they did a really good job in comparison. We're not talking about our Fretta levels of CG, but they were good. But
God, why
they
is that getting a
were
second season?
I fucking love it.
No, Jomel,
Hey,
look, it'd be fine if they was like, all right, we're gonna take our time and really lay out the story here instead of shoving everything down your throat and then sh- quite literally stuffing the anime with shit like
well,
that being
no,
the CG.
well,
They
yeah.
stuffed it. Oh, there's a big monster. You'll never be able to discern what the fuck it looks like because it's literally fucking gross. Like, did you the fucking behemoth? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, the behemoth was not
Like, that was
like.
awful.
Mm.
That wasn't even acceptable.
Point is, they have time now. At least I hope with the second season announcement, and they're doing something fucking right. I guess I don't know who greenlit the second season, but I'm all for more fun edginess. I guess you know
I guess.
that's me.
I guess.
Point is, Azur Lane's pretty good, beautifully animated in comparison to Kankole. Like they put in a lot of effort. I like the giant wolf Megazord that the Sakura Empire kind of pulled out of their ass, which is cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. I'm assuming all the aircraft carriers get some sort of thing like that.
I think it's mostly just the Sakura Empire because
Well, I mean, she
all the
had
other
her. She had her version was the unicorn.
right.
So I'm assuming all aircraft carriers in
Well,
some shape or form have,
like an entity or something.
yeah,
Well, that's the thing. Enterprise is the Enterprise is an aircraft carrier, but her thing is a bow,
right.
like a big old bow.
Well, then I don't know.
And then was it Prince of Wales is also I think no, it's Prince of Wales is a battleship. No, it's a battleship. Prince of Wales is a battleship.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what Big Tits was named. Oh no, you didn't watch the second episode. But point
No.
is, yeah, Azur Lane was really good. I like how they're gonna going with like a Kamen Rider Power Ranger styled way of explaining their fucking ship powers, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will say I gotta reimagine everything for the Sakura Empire because I'm so used to the characters from Kankole that I have to reimagine. Like for example, like the two fox gods was it Kaga and Akagi. Like in
Mm-hmm.
Kankole, they're a lot more nice of characters. Like one's they're both they're both the Onechan Ara types, but they're like wholesome. They're not like I'm gonna eat you Ara. More
Yeah,
like
they're pretty. I'm gonna eat you, Ara.
yeah, Kankole is Kagagi and Akagi and Kaga are more. Well, Kaga and Kankole is more like the kudere, cool beauty that likes to be pampered, while Akagi is
Mm-hmm.
like the you know like motivating One-chan that will feed you and also likes to eat as well. So that's more wholesome in that regard. And in this case, of like we got some like I'm a fucking eat your ass, kind of ara here with both of our aircraft carriers. So
But I mean, I don't mind this.
I don't mind it at all. I like it. I mean, it's making me want to play World of Warships now again.
I'm waiting for a World of Warship style game, but it's Anime Girls. It needs to happen. It's gonna happen.
I
In
don't know why
fact,
it hasn't happened yet. With the success of Conclave, what 2 seasons and 1 movie and a fucking community community with this fucking game. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. It's a cool concept, You got like literally World of Warships with fucking. They replace the models with anime girls. You
right.
know, like I'm all for that. And when they get hit, they moan and they're like Yamaro, that kind of shit. And then as they get tattered up, their clothes start to fall off piece by piece and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like But this is nice too. I just have to rearrange my imagery because I'm so used to Kankule's like image Kankule's characters. I mean, granted,
Well,
we're
I mean,
getting more
honestly, I'd
ships
say
in the series.
they're Azur Lane's character design, just in my opinion, it's a lot better.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not
Just
trying to
of
say
the
one is
regular of
like
I
ship
mean, I'm
girls.
saying one's better.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to say one's better. I'm just trying to like I have to reorganize my fucking mental images for at least
Well,
the Japanese side of things.
see, here's the thing. I'll give him this. Azur Lane has better like the good the I guess the characters you care about. I mean, I don't. How do I say this? The main characters, quote unquote, the actual ship girls, like they have better designs, but Kanko had better enemy designs.
Oh yeah, I mean, in this case, the enemies they're not trying. Yeah, we're talking about like the what were they called again? And fucking
I don't remember.
yeah, but yeah, Kankule had some really cool like enemy designs.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just fucking like monstrous and like I feel like they spent a lot more time with their enemy designs, which is nice because it's all like there's like it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a demonization of like the Allies side, in a
Right.
sense. I guess you can loosely think of it that way, but yeah, they had some really cool designs, especially the way they reinterpreted like like carriers and like battleships versions of like the Kankule enemies.
Right.
What were they called?
I have no
Oh, the
idea. I
abyssal,
don't know. Like
the abyssals.
the abyssal. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like they're really cool looking. Like they got that what is it called Black Rock Shooter vibe because they're all like like
Yeah.
pale. They got highlighted like colors and really monstrous like grotesque
Let's
looking.
let's
Yeah.
talk about how Blackrock Shooter needs to make a comeback. Like that was like that's an
Mm,
experience right there. I mean, maybe not a comeback because the story's done. I get it,
yeah. Well,
but
well,
like more of
well.
that world, just
Let me
more of that idea.
let me ask you: OVA or the series, the TV series?
Oh, that's mean. Hmm.
Because I mean, I kind of I have a preference between the two. That's why I'm asking.
See, I don't know. That's a hard one.
hmm Here, I'll
'Cause
start off with
I've
mine because
uh-huh.
I do like the OVA much more than the TV series. Because I feel for me, because since there's no concise story originally back then, I
Mm-hmm.
felt like the TV series was doing a little bit. Well, they were kind of doing things for story reasons. Like I feel like they were kind of like trying to add
Right.
on things for for plot conveniences. Whereas like the OVA had a straightforward plot in a sense, even though it was like what one episode or something. But it got
Well, I'm
straight to the
not
point, and there's a whole world and all that shit, and you know you
like
didn't have to do too much.
I barely remember the story from either of them. Like I don't
Oh, okay.
like vaguely the series was something about like
I
oh
mean,
all the girls like all these girls are being like I
I
are being
remember the
like their
woman.
emotions are being harvested or something for this
Yeah.
other world. I don't know.
I mean, I do remember a
Um,
little bit of it. If you want me to explain it.
nah, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just saying like that. I vaguely remember it. That's how little important, but I do remember the fucking fights.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they were really
Oh, the
good.
fights! Like
Not only
the
that,
series,
but the character designs from the other world.
dude, they were so good. It was stupid how good they were. Like strength, oh, she was my favorite. Like normally I'm like, oh yeah, big titty One-san, a big titty teacher. Like, oh yeah, she had a great sword. She was like
Mm-hmm.
rocking the whole the whole skanky rave dancer look. I'm like, yeah, this is great. But then strength comes in, like I got my fucking hoodie, I got my fucking metal arms, and I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. And my fingers are fucking miniguns. I'm like, yo, that's fucking cool. uh it was so fucking good. Like my need for something to be sexual can be very easily overridden by cool factor. Because like that was fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the exact same thing with my Final Fantasy 14 character. Like, yeah, you know, I could be a big burly, pirate woman. I could be cute little cat girl. Hell, right now I have the choice. I could be a fucking bunny girl, that's tall as fuck with like brown, brown and cutie and all that shit. No, I'm this fucking red dragon dude with a fucking like open button up shirt, bare chest, fucking these edgy ass gloves and pants with fucking black shades, like, and my fucking edgy ass greatsword. Like, yes, I fucking I feel like an asshole and it's great. But God, but you're right. You're right. Going back to basically the initial thing is that the just the designs for the character designs for Black Rock Shooter were amazing,
Mm. Oh my god,
impossibly good.
someone straight up just cosplayed as fucking Strength with the whole arms and everything. Like, god damn, that must be
They're
heavy.
so good because they're cool. Like easily, that was the coolest thing.
I think
Like I don't even.
I had to go with I think Deadmaster was her name.
Oh yeah, the girl with the scythe.
Yeah, like for me, what OVA Deadmaster.
Yeah. OVA Deadmaster was really good. They
I
made
mean,
her.
I'm not much of a fan of the frills at most times. I like the sleek, simple
Right.
look, big old scythe. I'm a fuck you up kind of look, like
Mm-hmm.
straight up like murder.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was her ordeal. Like, because in terms of like persona, well, yeah, in terms of like personas in this case, Dead Master had like that. I'm gonna just fuck your shit up despite what my other personality has to say about it. I guess.
Right.
So, wait, wasn't the entirety of Black Rock Shooter just like an interpretation of like emotions between
Yeah,
people?
that's literally the whole thing. It was like the other world, quote unquote, was just their emotions.
Yeah, but
Just a visualization of their emotions.
it was also tangible in a sense because remember that strength from that world switched bodies with the other strength.
Right.
So
I
in
mean, it is, but it's anime. You have to do some stupid shit.
yeah, exactly. Like this is one of the things I was saying. Like, I feel like they were stretching a little bit too far because at least the OVA it was pretty much just that. Like the whole
Mm-hmm.
fight was just like, oh, my friendship with this girl is, it's a little rocky, but then they're showing cool fucking big old cannon shots and a giant scythe flying through the air while
Right.
flashy things happen and go about and beautiful 2D animation art and all that good shit. Ah, amazing. I do like
I essentially just need another show like that, I guess.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
Though that one movie came out.
which one?
I mean, guess I didn't expect it to be a movie. It came out this season. It's called what was it? Black Box. Black
Oh,
Fox. That's what it was. Black Fox.
wait, is that the one I keep seeing all this? Is it a movie or is it a series? I can't remember.
Yeah, I thought it was a series, but it's like the first episode's an hour long.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Black Fox. Yeah, I saw like a scene of that. It's really pretty. Like it's really well done.
Right.
I'm kind of
So,
curious
I
about
mean,
it.
I guess it's a fucking movie because it wasn't down here in the movies. I could have sworn it was up there in the series,
Hmm.
wasn't it?
I can't
Yeah, it's not. It's
recall.
not in the movies for this season. It's
Oh, really?
in
It's
the
like a.
series.
Well, what does it say for episodes? Like number wise.
As soon as I fucking find it, I don't know where it went. Let me just type it in.
Mm-hmm.
Black Fox. Yeah, it says movie.
Oh
One
wow.
episode.
Okay. Well,
I'll be watching that at some point in time. But that's some good shit.
I don't know. I feel like Black Rock Shooter is
Well, it looks
probably
like good shit. I haven't watched it.
yeah. I feel like Black Rock Shooter is one of those things like it sort of has to be its own thing. Like either the OVA. I mean that's why it has the OVA or the TV series. They're not interchangeable because they're both told differently.
Right.
So it's either you pick
Well,
one or the other, in a sense.
right. Well, I just more so meant like when I said we need another something like it was just I just want more of that world. Just
Yeah.
that idea. Just their emotions are fighting as these cool ass fucking stoic anime girls in another universe with their big stupid weapons just beating the shit out, beating ever living hell out of each other, and it's great.
Yeah. I did like
That's
how
all I need.
I did like how they put in what is it? Black Rock Shooter was it Berserk or something?
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah.
Black Rock Shooter Insane. I did like that how they added her in cuz
Mm-hmm.
she's I mean she's like she's kind of like the alter of like fate in a sense. Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
alter like Black Rock Shooter, like you kind of need to have a bad bitch in the in the series.
But actually, you know what? I remember back then. Um, I did a little research of that series. It's like pretty fucking expansive. I think there's a game.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of games. Like there's different variations of Black Rock Shooter. I don't know what timeline they're trying to follow or what they're trying to follow in terms of continuity, but there's a
Right.
whole branching series of. Well, I don't even think there's a main timeline. There's just a bunch of branching ideas that kind of go one direction or another.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either or. It's kind of like whatever story you want to go with, and you can stick with it. I guess it's all pretty fucking
Mm-hmm.
cool. It's not as concise altogether. It sounds. I don't think it's supposed to, just because like, in the world of emotion, it's not really doesn't have to make it doesn't really make a lot of sense in general. It's all a
Mm-hmm.
jumbled mess that we all go through as human beings, and this is a visualization about. I don't know what the games are about, to be honest. I
Who
could.
cares what they're about? It's just fucking cool girls beating the shit out of each other.
Well, true.
It's all that matters.
I do want to see a White Rock Shooter. That's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah,
a
yeah. White
thing.
Rock Shooter was a yeah.
Like I think I think she's another persona or something. Oh
Yeah, she's only in the games.
yeah. Um, there's a whole bunch of them. Like I like how there's like different versions of Black Rock Shooter. Like there's Black Rock Shooter, Insane, normal Black Rock Shooter. I think there was what was it? There's a one with like she's got like super boots and shit like that.
What?
Um, what are the variations? There's Insane. There's what version is
There's
this?
insane, there's regular, there's white.
Um, what is it called? Hold on. Beast, Black Rock Shooter Beast. She's got like a
Beast.
giant great sword, and she's got like a little blue crown over her head. She's got the little Dead Master hands and little super boots she's got. It's really cool. She's
Mm.
also like an in-game variation as well, so game only variation. She's in
Mm-hmm.
like one of the games. It's pretty fucking cool. But I like
Right.
I like her design a lot. So, yeah. What does that say now?
If you guys haven't watched Black Rock Shooter, either the OVA or the series, go watch both.
Yeah, because if to be honest, they're both different stories of the same
Mm-hmm.
world. So, the OVA is shorter than like one 11 episode. Tells a simple
Mm-hmm.
story. The TV series as a whole has a whole world building experience you can enjoy, and more characters
Mm-hmm.
in that world as well than just the.
Right. You get to
Well,
see Strength's awesome ass.
mm-hmm. Even Princess Cherry is pretty cool too.
Yeah, Cherry was pretty cool.
Yeah. I like, and she was the one like that had the most unique design, just because it kind of diverted from like everyone else's. I mean, besides Strength was like the arms. In this case, Chariot was like the
Well, she had a whole metal fucking chariot thing.
yeah, with a baby head, and she got her little big old crown thing, and her obsession with fucking macaroons.
Yeah.
That figment looks awesome, by the way. Oh, looks really good.
Didn't you have a Black Rock Shooter Figma? Yeah, you did.
Jarrell does, yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
He has, well, he's got the OVA versions of Black Rock Shooter and Deadmaster, just those
Right,
two.
right.
As well as like the Nendroid, like the mini Nendroid versions of that. And
Mhm.
I actually got like a special edition Black Rock Shooter Blu-ray DVD of the
Ooh.
OVA, and it came with a little like animation booklet too and everything. So I got a little peek into like what the animation process was for that whole OVA. It's pretty cool. Oh, and
I'm sure it
actually,
was fucking.
there was one cool thing in that little booklet. It had an
Mhm.
extra scene that was not showed in the OVA, if I remember correctly, of like
Mhm.
Strength in the other world, like about to Strength in the other world scheming some shit, but we just never got to see it.
Aw.
So it was like teasing that Strength was like up to some shit, and then it just
Mhm.
ends off the OVA like that. So I guess I guess they didn't want to try to they didn't want to tease it too much, because I don't know how many years difference the OVA and the TV animation is.
Mhm.
I mean, let me look it up right now. Black Rock.
And
Shooter?
also, more fun facts. I guess
Only
Yeah,
2 years.
viewers, you're getting this nice little treat of us just talking about a random anime that from the past. Nice
Yeah.
little treat. If you're into Hatsune Miku, Black Rock Shooter is supposed to be one of her many carnations.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's the song. It's the name of a song.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the song literally called Black Rock Shooter.
Yeah. Actually, I think isn't the opening the actual song, the
Yeah,
actual
it
Miku
is.
song? Okay, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, theme
Black
song.
Rock Shooter Akari ni Desho. That's all I know.
Uh, okay, yeah. There's a 4 year difference between the two.
Hmm.
Wait, what is this? What? Oh wait, no. There's a 2 year difference. Before the OVA, there was actually a music video of the Black Rock Shooter for the song Black Rock Shooter by Miku in
Oh shit.
2008. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, it's only well, yeah, it's a music video. So I guess
Yeah, I
that was like
definitely
the
haven't seen
first.
it.
That's that was the first kind of animated indication of that being a thing. And then in 2012, no,
Hmm.
2010, that's when the OVA came out, which featured our two characters there. And then 2 years after that, that's when the anime came out, the TV anime
Hmm.
in 2012. So, which kind of revealed, refined alter versions, more characters, all that good stuff, and I guess an actual story plot because the OVA kind of just told a simple story between two friends.
Hmm.
Wait, there was only 8 episodes? What? No fucking way.
What, Black Rock Shooter was only 8 episodes?
Apparently, according to Mal, yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was 12.
Hey, I'm getting 8 here, according to Mal. 8
Okay.
episodes. I don't know what kind of bullshit they're pulling out of their ass, but I don't. It didn't feel like it didn't feel like 8 episodes like that. No, no fucking way. Really?
Oh, but nonetheless, Black Rock Shooter, great series to start. Just run through real quick because again, it's only like 8 episodes, I guess, plus the
Apparently,
OVA,
yeah.
and I guess if you count the music video.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean that's just like 4 minutes, so that's pretty much like the
mhm.
opening at that point.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the opening
I'll
came out. The opening came out first before the anime in that
right,
scenario.
right, right.
So that's pretty cool.
Also watched fucking B Stars.
Oh, I haven't started that yet. What do you think?
Oh man,
What are
I
your
don't.
thoughts on it?
So it's dangerously good.
Studio Orange is doing their
It's
best.
well, see, yeah, because I don't know who they fucking got as a director. Like, god damn, it's movie quality directing.
Really?
Like, it's literally absorbing. The first episode was only 24 minutes, but it literally felt like I sat through a movie.
In that first episode?
In that first episode, it was so engaging. Like, go ahead, watch the first episode. It will literally feel like you sat there for hours, just engaged in what was going on. Like, I loved it. I will say, I fucking loved it. I absolutely adore that show. I pray it doesn't get weird.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
mean,
already
is there any kind of indication that is gonna be weird or what?
no, no. I mean, it's following there's a bully. The main character is this like super solemn loner type guy, but like, Zootopia shit, your predator or your animalistic tendency. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Your animalistic tendencies are welling up. There's a rabbit that gives off too many pheromones. I don't know. Uh I'm enjoying it. I'm genuinely interested in the story. Even though it seems pretty normal, it's just made
Mm-hmm.
more interesting because of the whole animal thing, I suppose. Um,
Well, I looked it up a little bit,
mhm.
and I don't know who this director is. I like I've never seen any of the series that this person's done. So I mean, and this and Beastars, I think, yeah, Beastars is the first anime that they've done where they're the director of the series, because majority of all of this is either just storyboard director, episode director, um, assistant director, technical director, storyboard supervisor director. Yeah, like this person wasn't any like this is this person's first directing series.
Well, I
And
fucking certainly hope the rest of the show goes as well as the first one did, because like I was genuinely drawn into what was going on.
and
Like,
they haven't been really involved in a lot. Like I don't I'll list them all right here. I only know one of them. It's Steam Boy. Steam Boy is one of them. This person was the technical director for Steam Boy, but the also person worked on was a Three-Eyed One, Thundercats 2011, Soaring High Isumi, Ryouni Kenshin, Raging of the
mm-hmm.
Bahamut Genesis. Oh wait, no, they did.
No, he did Shingeki no Bahamut.
Yeah, they were the episode director for 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, and assistant director for episode 2 for Bahamut. Porco Rosso, Pom Poco,
Oh.
Pollyanna, Peter Pan and Wendy.
What are you talking about? He's pretty storied.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking shit. Especially he worked on some Ghibli stuff.
Yeah, they done a lot. This person's done a lot, but this is like their first directing position.
Hey, fucking kudos to them. I hope they get really famous because they're pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. I think I know why you like this one too, Tron. This person also This person also worked on Land Illustrious as well.
Of course. Land Illustrious was also very well directed. Like, it's fucking crazy. But I don't know. It's like so all right. So yes, the whole thing with them being anthropomorphic animals is weird, but you definitely get used to it pretty quick.
I mean, is it like a whole Zootopia thing where just animals are just together and sentient in a sense?
Yeah. It's I don't there's not going to be like they of course call attention to the fact that they're animals, but they don't talk about like, oh, we evolved from blah blah whatever.
Right.
No, it's just like you're a predator, huh? So you want to eat me, or but then there's bullying among, like, for example, the main rabbit girl is getting bullied by this other rabbit girl because she kissed her boyfriend because pheromones. He was like, oh, I mean, let me, But now she's getting bullied. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because of speciesism, isn't that it?
Yeah, speciesism, pretty much. Well, I mean, they're the same species. They're just different families.
Oh, I see.
I mean, whatever, however the taxonomy chart fucking works. I don't know.
That's when you start involving that kind of complexity, it's hard to like judge, I guess you'd say.
Right.
Because I don't know where the moral line is. If you wanna even think of a moral line in that kind of society, So
I mean, it's just applying animal instincts to human standards.
We wouldn't know. We're not animals. In a sense.
Who says?
Well, in a sense, we're.
Who says?
We're more civilized. What do you think of our?
They're pretty civilized.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about us and real animals.
Oh, okay, I get you.
What do you think of our wrestler Kun?
So I have some problems with that anime.
How so?
For the same reason I thought I was gonna have problems with the Beastars.
What do you mean?
Because that guy's a furry. Like, he's 100% a furry. Like, there's no question about it.
Oh, is that what it is?
There is no question about it. That man is a furry.
I mean, he's not. He doesn't.
He's a furry. Like, there's
only when he's during matches. But
no. That man is a furry. Like, let's not.
He just
let's not.
Anime, though.
No. He was genuinely assaulting that wolf man.
He just thinks they're cute. He's an animal lover.
Look. Here's the thing, Jomel.
Right.
So, I like women. I think women are fucking absolutely adorable. I'm not gonna run up, fucking tackle their ass to the ground and start groping them wherever the fuck I want.
I mean, he is weird. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Give
he's
you
a
that.
fucking furry. That's why he's weird.
He doesn't want to fuck them though. He just wants to. I want to
You
pet you
had,
up.
oh, okay, you don't know that.
I.
Okay, you
You
don't
think
fucking know
he's
that.
not about to fuck his little fucking little corgi? Eh? No.
How do you know?
Uh, do you think that corgi? Do you see the eyes of that corgi? Do you think that corgi's seen some dick? No, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
Maybe the corgi fucks him. You don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But still, he's a little eccentric, yes.
He's like, it's so weird. I
Can
mean,
also,
like, he's all right. So because does the whole thing like, haha, haha,
are you
I'm
caught up with
sexually
it completely
assaulting
or
a
no?
guy. No one cares. What?
I can really caught up with it or no?
Yeah, I'm caught up with it.
Okay.
I mean, I'll get to the second episode in a second, but like just in the first one where he's just like
Oh,
he literally fucking comes after this dude, I'm like, oh my god, like Jesus,
I mean that's true.
like
Like, what if you were being like assaulted? Well, yeah, assaulted by. Kidding.
you literally getting assaulted by a buff man. And then like I mean he shows some restraints when it shows some restraint when it comes to the girls, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean
Well,
he's okay.
he only wants the animal parts. Like that's all he ever looks at, just the animal
Right,
parts.
that's the problem.
If you're,
So like
oh, okay.
he doesn't look at it as a total.
Well, he did for the werewolf, for the wolf man.
Exactly. Well, because he's the total. Like he's a
Exactly.
full on furry.
Yeah.
He doesn't look. He didn't look at the cat girl, or he's not looking at the wolf girl. Like, oh yeah, uh, he was like, oh, they're super cute with their animal ears and tails. No, he just said, oh my god, animal ears and tails. That's it.
I mean, at the most I can say that he's probably into bestiality. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, it's yeah.
He was fawning. He was
No,
fawning over a unicorn over the wolf. Over the wolf.
I mean, okay, if you saw a unicorn, you're gonna fucking be like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, I get it. Yeah,
But like a
it's a
fire lizard.
unicorn. Yeah, fire lizard was cute. I mean, like, so
I don't know. That sounds kind of terrifying. I probably have a
was
little bit of a hard time trying to convince anybody that thing
no.
is fucking cute.
Well,
You
so
know.
no. Here's the other thing. You wanna talk about the main culprit? Like, oh yeah, when he went after the fire lizard. We didn't actually get to see him do anything with it, but like he became good friends with him. He fucking ate that dog's ass. Like
Oh, oh
with
yeah.
Cerberus, he was in there, and I'm like, no, this is not real. This is not. I am not watching this right now. This fucking show. Like it's some good funny shit. Like it's fucking goofy, but like he was literally eating this Cerberus's ass. Like I don't like. All right, like I get it. Like I'm
That's
gonna
someone you can
toss the other.
respect.
I'm gonna I'm gonna toss the other dogs away. I'm like, yeah, go after the alpha so that the rest of them calm down. Like, sure, how you gonna do it? He fucking slams his dog to the ground and fucking shoves his face in its ass. I'm like, what is happening?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, Jarron. Next time you're having a hard time with a dog, just shove your face up its ass and.
You're right. He's fucking eating this dog's ass. I'm like, what is going on? I hated it. I hated it so much. That's why I'm having issues. Like he is too much.
Is he too into his
He's
hobbies?
he's too into animals. When you're fucking eating dog ass, like that's weird.
Can I also kind of like point? Can I just point out that Ant-Man kind of just showed up and just is part of the crew by default?
Yeah, so
I I kind of want to see. I kind of want to picture Ant-Man as sort of us in the scenario. Like we're just kind of there for the
we're
ride.
just there.
Yeah, we're just there for the ride, helping him out.
Honestly thought that was really cute. Or he was just kind of there. He's just not really doing much. He's just helping.
Yeah, he's
Like this
feeding the
kind of
animals,
kid's pretty cute,
dusting
right?
out the old barn. He's kind of there to help out.
He was acknowledged once. So like, yeah, the four of us. Wait, the four of us.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that was it.
Like,
He's
he's
just
kind of like
there.
he's the friend that kind of helps out in spirit. No, he actually does help
Hmm.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a help out friend that doesn't get much credit.
I imagine maybe in like the manga they like actually explain. Like, yeah, this he met him doing a thing. you know.
Right.
But like,
It's
it's a good funny show. But the second episode when he fucking wrestled that orc, dude,
oh yeah.
like they did not. They were that animation was so unnecessary.
The fucking punches, they're like
Like,
they just spend the rest of the budget on that one fight scene.
I know, like it was like, all right, we have $7 billion to fucking spend on this anime. We're gonna put $6
Man,
billion in one episode when he punches the orc. Like,
man
what
versus
what?
orc. And then just fucking 20, oh no, like 75 frames per second, that bitch. Like, seriously.
Right? Like, Jesus Christ. It was so cool, but like, why? It's such a stark contrast from the rest of the anime.
Like, see, John, this is where I like to say that he's one of them D20 kind of characters.
You're right.
He's a Nat 20 character. Like, completely Nat 20 all the way.
That's all he does. It's just he can't roll anything else.
Exactly. All his entire D20 is 20s. That's it.
God, but it's like if you're looking for a good cheesy, corny. Well, it's not even cheesy and corny. It's pretty fresh in terms of anime ideas.
Like, I don't. Is it wrong for me to say this? It's like a furry version of like what's his face, Sakamoto-kun.
Yeah, I guess.
Just because like the way things work out, but it's like it's all through like his sheer like personality, like just him doing his shit, and it just happens to work out. There's less extra. It's not as extra as Sakamoto.
I mean, it's pretty fucking extra. He ate a dog's ass.
It's all part. It's all part of the process, John. How else are you gonna?
Is it?
How else are you going to let the alpha know that you're top by eating its fucking asshole? You know, all that shit.
Stop! You stop that right now. You stop that. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're talking about an animal.
It's a Cerberus. It's a dangerous Cerberus that's killed millions of people, Jarron.
You just fucking ate its ass.
And does that? And what would have been? What
do you mean?
Better?
And that's gross. That's weird. I don't like it. Stop.
He's the one with nature.
He's just fucking. That's how you. This is the new Pokemon. Instead of catching them Pokeballs, you eat their ass.
Yeah, eat them all.
God,
just shove a fucking I don't know. Fuck it. Just start sucking in the holes of shuckles. Start sucking in them holes. And you'll get something.
It legit makes me want to die. Like, it's so unnecessary. It's so wrong in every level. But I can't stop watching it because it's fucking funny.
Like, I'm there with the corgi. That thing's just so fucking cute. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, the corgi is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, man. I just hope he doesn't eat any more dog ass.
I want to see more wrestling, to be honest. Like, you know, because the latest episode left us with like he needed money, so
right.
Maybe I hope he kind of like joins in tournaments and just starts becoming more of a wrestler. Start doing more wrestling stuff because that's sort of his thing. Well, for the most part, he's just besides eating ass, he also likes to kick ass as well.
Right. He's passionate about his wrestling, which I like.
Yeah. So.
But like, God.
Would you be friends with him, Jarron? Would you be friends?
No, he's a furry. We can't be friends with furries.
Yes, he
ate a dog's ass.
For dominance purposes.
How many times do I have to stress that?
Is that what furries do?
I don't care.
I thought furries yiff each other, not other. I thought furries yiff each other.
Yeah, that's the worst. Animals. That's the worst version. That's the worst timeline.
But is the whole thing with furries that they want to yiff animals or yiff each other? I don't know what.
I don't fucking know. Look,
anyone out there that listen to us that are furries, what's your take on this?
No, they don't get to defend themselves. You don't ask the thief to be like, "Did you steal that?" No, okay.
Well, I believe you. How you do ask them? How else are you gonna find out if they're the thief?
You ask their lawyer because you don't believe it. Look. You learn by example. Okay.
Okay. And what's the example?
The example is not all of them.
Right.
Are actually attracted to animals.
Right. Is that the
basis?
That's
fine.
Because I don't.
There are some.
Are there? Oh.
That are, and we don't know who it is.
I mean, I'm sort of
And
afraid to look this up because I may be going down a rabbit hole that I probably don't
you
want
are
to go through.
so this is one of my friends is absolutely like 100% like all furries must like concentration camp.
Oh,
I'm like
okay.
I'm like halfway there because like from what he's told me, what some other community does. Again, not of course not all of the community.
Right,
Some people are just fucking freakos that like to dress up in fucking furry costumes and hump each other. Do what you gotta do, I
that's
guess. You're
not the worst.
fucking I fucking hate you for it, but like do what you gotta do, I guess. And
Okay.
there's the sickos out there that actually do shit to their animals.
Oh, that's
Yeah, exactly. Those are the people that need to go in the concentration camp.
yeah.
Everybody else can like be put on the train and like taken to the front gates, and then like they get scared and like, all right, fuck off. You know, you spook them,
Is that an
or
Auschwitz
maybe,
joke? Is that
or
where
maybe.
we're going with this? Rod, is that where we're going?
Look.
Are you Adolf Eichmann in this case? Saddling them up in the good old trains
Instead of Jews, it's the furries.
We're not about to go there. We are not about to go there.
Look, I'm just saying, the people that actually diddle their animals, stop.
Okay.
Be not alive anymore.
I mean, yeah, I get that. All he did was eat. All he did was eat ass. He didn't.
He is bad. He is wrong, and he is.
He doesn't sound like he ate ass and gave a reach around. And
you don't know that. Where was his hands?
Holding down the Cerberus from.
He could have fucking been trying to ride that red rocket to the fucking moon. You don't know.
It is.
God, I hated that.
That
but it was
weird.
so fucking funny.
It was because the reason why I like it is because the fucking reactions everyone else gave except the wolf girl. They're like, "Oh man, he just manhandled that fucking Cerberus. He's the animal killer."
Everyone's like, "Yeah, he's the animal killer. He's the best fighter we got." As he's fucking tongue deep in this fucking dog's butthole. I'm like, what are you? What? Like my brain couldn't process what was happening.
Like, do you not see this blasphemy? Aw, sick, dude. Let's give me a bro fist for fucking taking down that Cerberus.
Like, I literally hated it. I hated it so much. But it was so fucking funny. I couldn't deal.
Oh my god.
Well, speaking of shitty characters, fucking what is it? The cautious one, the
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but what do you think?
Dude, that's really good.
Is it?
It's like it's
Wait, hold on. Has every isekai has been good this season?
This season, every isekai. Well,
because I think it's the one more I haven't watched yet, the library girl one.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one, but I have a feeling that one's pretty decent. I'm not feeling the average one.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'm not feeling it too hot. Mean, it's not like.
I mean, I'll say this much. It's not. It's cute. That's what it is. Even the books.
Right. It's cute. No, it's got the cuteness down, but I don't know when I'm like, all right, I'm following along. All right, this is gonna be one of those rare cases where the main character just continuously breaks the fourth wall. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know, that's a charm. We haven't seen that in a very long time. You know.
Then again, it could just be a first episode thing. Like,
I mean, it could be a first episode thing. Gotta give it the 2 more. But here's where it almost lost me. All right, you ready?
Okay.
So we're going along. All right, all these kids are getting kidnapped. I'm like, oh no.
All right.
And then she's assuming like, oh no, these evil people are trying to do something to diddle these kids. I'm like, oh no, like it's bad. I didn't think we were gonna go to that subject matter in this kind of anime, but sure.
Right.
And then we get this woman. It's like, I just want these ripe young girls to fucking let me dote on them. Like, what is going on? I could not. There's so many anime this season now where I'm just like, I fucking can't deal with this. It's a lot, Jomel.
Yeah,
it's a fucking lot.
It is, and I gotta say too, I don't remember that arc happening. That no, it was completely different than that happening in the books. But
Was she like, oh yeah, I just when they're at that ripe age,
oh
basically
no,
like
they,
from user made.
all the characters are very expressive in the books. I'll say that much. It's fun in that sense where like what's her name in this one? Miles. Yeah, Miles in this case, or Mile. No, Mile. She does interact with very interesting characters. Like it's just kind of like her thing. Like she just meets weirdos down during her jobs and shit. I mean, and there's also one thing. There's also one thing too. Again, I'm just like what I do with Alfreta. They're doing a completely different route when it comes to the light novels, but I don't really care for that. I do like different kind of perspectives on it. If anything, it's more like how the manga is, which means the rest of the story beforehand. Because from the point from where she's at right now, it's like in volume 2 or 3. Because the books are told very linearly. Like it's pretty much from start to finish, from like isekai to from the moment you got isekai'd to where the first episode is right now, in terms of storytelling. Just like how it is in the manga, it started in the middle of like her hunter, her being admitted into the hunter school and all that stuff. So the rest of the story is gonna be told in flashbacks. I don't really mind that, to be honest. But it does make it a little bit more relieving, I guess, in a sense, since you already know where she's at. Because in the books, it's a lot more tragic. Like there's a little bit more tragedy, I guess you'd say. In maybe the
Right,
first volume.
they kind of just glossed over it, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, my life wasn't great,
Like not even that, but like
but now I'm here.
even when she got isekai'd, her there was a whole lot of like drama that went down in her own fucking family that got her like disowned in a sense and kind of ignored. Like there was some like was it her birth mother died, her father married some other woman, and then they sent her off to a different kind of like they sent her off to like a boarding school where she wouldn't be able to inherit the family name and all that good stuff. And if people were to ever find out her real name, she would get killed. Like it was pretty serious.
Oh,
like, yeah.
Okay.
It got pretty serious. Like we're talking about like
All right.
medieval levels of like finessing. But it's much more lighthearted in both the manga and what the anime is showing us.
Good. We don't need all that. It's just like, yeah, my life wasn't great in the real world, but now I'm here.
Yeah, and
Like,
also,
all right, cool.
Even when they kind of talked about her past life, she was like in the books. They went deep in like how miserable she was. She didn't have friends. People had expectations of her. So you're like, oh, we don't really deserve your friendship, but good job, senpai, and all that stuff. Her parents only cared about results, and that was kind of like a centered thing for her. So that's why the whole thing of her being average is sort of a big thing. But in this case, it's more so when she got isekai, it's more of a comedic thing because she has friends now to help cope with that. So it's much more rewarding for us to see her with her friends and shit. And yeah,
I mean, okay, fair enough. But like, what if we just didn't have super serious shit all the time? We just had, it's cute. I got isekai hit by truck kun, and here I am.
I like how they fucking identified it as the infamous isekai truck.
I wish she called him truck kun. That would have been fucking. I would have lost it.
I mean, that's probably the first time someone's actually like identified it, like called it out as what it is.
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely the first time.
So I like that. But I mean, wait, what was the problem you had with it? Was it just that one lady?
Yeah,
rumor?
I was so look, coming off of fucking wrestling anime and B stars, I'm in a position where coming off of those two and fucking Orisuki, where I'm just like my ability to deal with things is gone. And then getting hit, like it really wasn't even that big. It was like, oh yeah, basically it's like I want to be able to dote on all these little girls because it's they're super cute and blah 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 whatever. I'm like, all right, sure. Like I watched all of Yuza Made. It's weird, but it's like I'm used to it. But like I wasn't prepared.
Okay, well, can I just say this though? That's like the good thing about this. No, the good thing about
I know
this,
it's not a big thing.
No, yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, the good thing about this is that how do I explain this? I guess the way they set up the first episode, especially the way they introduce every character, that's so weird. Like I don't think that's how it was. I can't remember if that's how it was in the books. But the reason, the whole thing about this, at least, is that I feel like that entire episode was kind of just showing you how the four of them work together. The good thing is there's no major plot point where like, oh, you have to defeat a demon lord or some shit like that. It's mostly about
Right.
like Mile trying to get by at being average with her fucking crew of hunters. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like cute girls doing cute things in a sense, but more
Right.
isekai. So
Right. Right. It's fine.
I guess I can say in terms of defending it in your regards that you're not really gonna see many characters like that fucking groomer lady. That's just like, some of the hijinks that the four of them get into. Like
Right.
I'm kind of excited to see the school arc because that's kind of where we see more funny shit that comes out of it. Like you kind of see you're trying to like see how Mile try to like averages herself out, but at the same time she's pretty much being what is it? Even though she's trying to stay low key, at the same time she's drawing more attention to herself at the same time. So it's kind of drawing that balance. So, plus I do kind of want to see more of the flashbacks too, because her whole growing up story, because there's still like a whole 1 or 2 year differences, well 1 or 2 years of a difference between when she became a hunter and when she was in the boarding school. So there's a whole different thing, like, because again her name isn't Mile in the first place. It's Adele.
Oh yeah, it's something.
Yeah,
Right.
it's Adele because that was her birth name, but she ran away from the boarding school because if people were to find out what her real name was, she would get killed. They kind of glossed over
Right.
that, but still, so that's why she became a hunter and all that stuff. All I'm saying is that you're not gonna find many weird characters like her as much. You'll find other weird characters, but I don't think to that level of degree, I guess.
Right. It's just sometimes you watch enough weird anime, it breaks you down.
Yeah, I get you. I understand. I mean, I guess the only way I could probably level to that is probably whenever some time ago. Oh no, it was maybe way back in high school. I was sort of fed up with like ecchi at a certain point. I was like, I'm done with breasts. Let me get into some dark shit, and that was like my era for a little bit. So I guess too much of a good thing can wear you down a little bit.
Yeah, too much fucking dog asshole eating. It definitely was a lot.
Yeah, I do like how they kind of made the nanomachines a fucking cat. That's not the image I got.
That's I don't know how I feel about the whole nanomachine thing.
Like magic and
Like it
everything.
was like, yeah,
just a whole.
you're the
world.
first person to come here and notice us nanomachines. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, what?
Well, did I explain this last time?
Yeah, you explained it,
Yeah.
and like,
Because of her level, she's the only one that can see them.
right. She's a high level, so she can see them. But like,
Yeah.
but like, why not just let it just be magic? Like,
Oh.
why do we need the nanomachine thing?
I don't know. Even though I was reading that in the books, like, so it's been nanomachines the entire time that makes magic. It's kind of like the
Why?
isekai. It's kind of like the isekai. Oh no, isn't it sort of like the isekai system in like slime? Except,
It's not nanomachines though.
it's not, but it's still an exterior force that kind of influences a lot of the world, in a sense.
I mean, I guess. But I don't know. I just see it as it's
a weird
pointless detail.
It is a weird detail. Like, again, even from the books, as someone has read them, that was a weird thing to like put in. But I guess that's a weird way of explaining magic. It's different. I'll say that much. So I don't know whether that different is good. It's definitely weird. Like, it could just be magic, but maybe they're trying to stray away from it's just magic thing.
I guess, but like, are they gonna explain the nanomachine thing, or are they just gonna like, yeah, it's nanomachines to make the magic? All right, cool, great, thanks.
I mean, didn't they sort of did in that first episode?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's nanomachines. Moving on.
Well, no, the cat actually explained like how it works or something.
Like, I mean,
magic was like
I guess he did,
or an aura energy, something like that, and then it gets emitted into magic. Using when people use chants and shit, so that's like how they justify, like magic being materialized and shit.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, you can still give it a 3-episode try and all that stuff. I mean, the reason I just picked up the, I mean, even when I first came in contact with the book, it was a random ass book I kind of came across. I got it just because of the title, because it's one of those ridiculous titles, and I was like,
Right.
oh, sure, I'll fucking read it. Why not? It might be cute. Ended up being a little bit darker in the beginning because the whole fucking tragedy story, but
Right.
it got fun, and I'm like, okay, because that's when you start getting into like each character's development, and then everyone's gonna be hunters and shit. Then we get the flashbacks of her being in the boarding school where she had other friends before. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait till we get to the other boarding school flashback, because like there's some precious things that like Mile went through, I guess, without her knowing. So I kind of want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it for you. What's a flashback? So it's already happened.
No, it's okay. We'll see. We'll see it
Okay,
happen.
Fine. It's been 2 hours, my dude.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about real quick? Because we.
So the one where when you get a chance to watch it, Jomel, the one where the main character, the guy is like super OP, but he's super cautious.
Oh yeah, the cautious guy. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you get a chance to watch that one. What the fuck was it called?
I mean, I know what it looks like via.
Well, just for the viewers.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Fuck was it called?
Oh.
There it is.
Yusha Kono Yusha.
And no one's gonna fucking remember that. Cautious Hero. That's it. We're just gonna call it Cautious Hero.
Okay.
It's like if you take Konosuba's Aqua, made her a little bit more useful, and put in the most OP stupid character in the universe. But again, his whole gimmick make him cautious.
Right. So is he just like a overly just as the title
He's
implies?
He's just this big stoic dude, but he's a complete asshole and he's cautious about everything.
Oh wow.
Like, he is not a good person. Like, by any means of the word. So, I mean, maybe he's a little bit of a good person, but as far as like, oh yeah, fellow humans dying, I mean, I guess I'll try to help in my own little shitty way and then ruin their lives. So, I mean, he's just not a good person.
All right.
But it's funny because our goddess Chan really brings it fucking home.
Oh really? Yeah.
She's definitely the heart of the show.
I've been seeing a lot of screenshots of like scenes and stuff like that. I still gotta watch it because I've been meaning to watch it. I mean, I've been good so far with this season. I'm just trying to keep track of what comes on what days, so I can kind of keep track of all that. So as far as I know, I think nothing comes on Tuesday, so I can kind of keep track of everything. But yeah, we've been going on for a while. 2 hours exactly, 2 hours and 52 seconds.
Yeah.
At least on my end, it's gonna be different for you guys because all the edits and whatnot. But as always,
well, we're not doing this on Sunday night, so
Oh yeah, you're right. It's fucking Saturday. By the way, by the way, before we end off here, I finally started my fucking cosplay, so I'm not as much of a piece of shit, and I don't regret it during fucking Con Crunch.
There you go.
So, yeah. As you guys know, Daisho Daisho Con is coming up in November this year at Wisconsin Dells. John and I will be there with the crew, but we'll also be there doing a live show as well. If you recognize us, come say hi. Tell John he's wrong, and he'll just strike an argument. Oh no, yeah. John will do a change Jaron's mind, just on anything. At that point, you can try.
Won't.
Well, yeah, you can try, but you won't. But yeah, if you want, you can try to change Jaron's mind on anything, especially I guess for furries, I guess, since that's his thing, or not his thing, precisely.
Right.
So.
Right.
But make sure to catch us out there, I guess. But as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us, guys. We haven't been able to do this as well as we have been without your support out there in the world. I don't know who you fucking are, but you guys are great. And as always, I said that 3 times already. My name is Jomel.
Yes, you have. My name is Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Mata ne.